Hello, Ascended Warriors. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a great week, that you're getting through all the crazy shenanigans without too much trouble. I wanted to talk today because there's been something in my field that has been really bothering me. And I wanted to pretty much just share my opinion on it and see how receptive the community is. So I've been hearing a lot lately about this whole cancel culture thing. And I don't like the term. I think it's a silly term. But the underlying problem behind what is happening in that vein is judgment. We've gotten to a place, specifically because of the internet, that we feel not only okay to judge people, but to be cruel to people. We send out negativity on the internet at a speed that is staggering. And it's gotten to the point where that power that we feel from doing that is hurting others on a scale that I quite frankly don't think any of us could have been prepared for. You think of internet trolls as something simple. You know, I've had internet trolls. I get dick pics. I get a lot of weird stuff from the internet. And some of it's hurtful. But what I'm seeing out there is we're taking it to a whole new level. This last year has been all about mob mentality. We have followed people into a realm of hate that maybe we wouldn't have gone if we were just on our own. You see protests that turn into riots. You see fear turn into hatred and anger and violence. You see something bad said or something you don't agree with on the internet, and all of a sudden, as a group, decide to destroy that person. It's such an interesting thing that we've come to this place where we realize the power of our individuality when put together in a giant group. If that makes any sense whatsoever. What I mean by that is, as individuals, we often feel powerless. We feel powerless in our elections because we're often asked to vote between two people that most of us don't like, that we don't agree with. We're told that we have to choose sides. You're a Republican or you're a Democrat. And if you don't vote for them, your vote means nothing. We feel powerless when it comes to the shutdowns. We have no control whatsoever whether we can go to work or not. We have no control whatsoever if we get sick or not. There's so much out there that we have no control over that it seems to be bleeding over into what we can control, which is our own hatred. We are taking our fear and funneling it into unacceptance of each other. So what I wanted to talk about was the negative side effects of judgment. Now, Jesus was very famous for saying, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." And a lot of people think that that's kind of a passive, soft term. But if you really look into not just the Bible, but if you look into ancient Chinese medicine, you look into Qigong, there is a power of words. We are energy. So if I send out negative energy at you, it's going to affect your energy. And it's going to affect my energy as the source of the negativity. If you have ever seen an energy test where people put their hands up and they say the word love and someone tries to push their hands down, the hands stay strong. If they say the word hate when their hands are up, the arms are just weaker. It's harder to hold them up. Go online and look up energy tests. Look at the water test done by Dr. Emoto. Negative words turned the water, when frozen, into brown sludge. When words were said positively to the water, it turned them into perfect crystallized snowflakes. We are not embracing how much power we have. Every single time we say something negative about each other, we are hurting ourselves and that person, and probably everybody in the vicinity. Energy doesn't just pinpoint, it spreads. So by making a bridge of energy to this person that you want to hurt, you are hurting them and you're hurting yourself. So I ask, I plea, when any of us feel anger or hatred, stop for a moment and figure out where that hatred is coming from. Is it coming from a place of fear? Is it coming from someone else's emotions that you're picking up? We have so much power as individuals, so much more than we realize, that when we go out there together in a form of hate, we can do untold destruction. And the flip side of that is if we go out there in love, we can do unimaginable good. What do you want to create? When you go online and you look at what people are doing and you comment on people's posts, what do you want to create? The only person you control in this life is yourself. If someone has an opinion you don't like or agree with, who cares? It's not your opinion. The only person you can control is you. And hating, judging, shaming, it hurts you as much, if not more, than the person that you are aiming that at. So save yourself that pain. Save that person that pain. We're allowed to have differing opinions from each other. We came up in a melting pot of society. That's good. It is okay that we look at the world differently. It is okay that we have different truths. I cannot control what you think and what you feel, and I don't want to. However, no, not however. Moreover, I would send you love and not hate. Never hate. So to all the people out there that are fearful, that are going out and trying to gain control over their lives, that's really what this mob mentality looks like to me. It's just fear getting transitioned into a bid for control, to feel powerful in a world where you feel disempowered all the time. This is where your power comes from. It's not this. It's never from a place of hatred or fear. Your power comes from love. So if you want to change the world, if you want to affect the things that are happening in the world, the negative things that are happening, send out love versus hate. It is always more powerful, not only on the surface, but for you. You're making your energy stronger each time you send love. As if you send out hate, you're making yourself weaker. You're hurting yourself. Send out love. If someone is hurting you and you are into prayer, pray for them and watch how your hatred, your anger towards them shifts over time. If someone does something online that you don't like, don't read it. Don't watch it. We change the world through the power of love, through the power of intention. So what is your intention? What do you want to create? Me, I want to create utopia. I want to create a world where warriors can stand up in the pride of being warriors and help protect others. In a world where people who are gentle and empathetic can feel protected and safe to say and do what they need to do. The power and the potential of humanity is unlimited. So take that power to heart. We have a responsibility as humans to care for each other and to care for this planet. So when I put out energy, I want it to be the most powerful and positive energy that I could possibly put out. Because the opposite, the reverse, is not something I'm willing to do to my own energy. So if you feel fear, if you feel anger, pay attention to if you're pushing that out into the world. And work on how to move that out of your own body as well. So I love y'all. I will be back soon. It might be quiet next week. I got some traveling I'm going to do. Check out ascendedwarrior.com. It's www.ascended/warrior.com if you want to learn any more information about Ascended Warrior. Check out the YouTube for other videos that I've done. Check out Instagram for pictures. I'm all over the media. I'm all over the media. I will see you guys again soon. Until then, please be loving of each other. See you soon.